the room. I mean, you can tell I'm all smiles. You can tell I'm all smiles, right? I'm very, very excited to be doing this. So I need to be sure that you're also on the level of my energy. All right. So hi friends, hi Ubong. Please kindly confirm you can hear me very clearly.
Yes, we can hear you clearly, Sophia.
All right, thank you very much for that, Prince. All right, so I'll just get right into the session for today already. As I said earlier, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on wherever it is you're joining us from. All right. So I said I wanted to gauge the energy in the room. Yes, I still need to gauge that energy. I need to be sure that we are very excited to be in this session today. You need to match my level of energy before we get started. So what you want to do now in the chat box is you want to put your name, where you're joining us from. Is it your first time joining a 10Alytics session? You want to put a one. It's your second, you want to put a two. It's your third, you want to put a three. Just like that. Now we are getting to where I need to gauge your energy level. So if you think you're as excited as I am, you want to put a 10 just after the one. So say my name is Sophie. I have Sophie, South Korea. It's my first time, one, and I'm very excited. So I put a 10. So let's check that. Let's get to know ourselves and also be sure that we are very, very ready for today's session. Okay. So I'll be in the chat now to check the people I have in the room with me. Anybody just yet? Um, okay. So I'm sharing my screen already. So you're snooping into my screen while I'm gauging the energy in the room, while I'm seeing the people that I have in the session with me. All right, so I have Jumoke. Jumoke is joining us from Canada, and it's Jumoke's first time joining a 10Alytics session. All right, thank you very much, Jumoke. But we need to know, are you excited? Is the energy top notch? Is it a 10? Is it a 9? Okay, great. I see Ife Olagboye from Boston, and it says his energy is a 10. I want to be sure your energy is a 10. So your 10th time joining a 10Alytics is in Nigeria, and this is our first time. Ramat, I need to know your energy level. Is it a 10? I need about 5 things before I get started with this session today. Okay. So please, let's drop our energy level. Let's drop it. So now I have Julia from Canada, and Julia is joining for the first time, and she's very excited. We are very excited to have you here as well, Julia. All right. So now I need 5 tens in the chat box so we get started. I need 5 tens. You need to match my level of energy. All right. Temitayo says she's joining from she joining from the UK, and it's his first time, or it's her first time. And Temitayo is cool. It's cool to have you as well. All right. Dami from UK, she says not a first time, or he says not his first time. And 10 over 10. All right. So I'll just get started. I mean, I have about 3 tens. That's enough for me. So what you want to do now is, that one person that's been saying, I want to get into tech, but I need to see real life proof. I need to be sure of this decision before I get into it. I need to see people that are thriving in this space. Are you sure that when I join, I would not have a very hard time, blending into the space? You want to tell that person that the time is now to see real life. You draw real life insights to see people that will tell you their stories and tell you the strategies that they use to get into tech, and it's making them thrive as we speak. Okay. So be it your cousin, your niece, your wife, your sister, I mean, anybody at all that says, I want to get into tech. I mean, since the beginning of 2025, and now it's almost December, they've not gotten into tech just yet. You want to send the link of this session to them right away. All right. So please, let's send it to them so we get more people to join the session so that they can draw real life insights and they hear real life stories. Okay. Okay. And you would also see something before I get right into the session. I'm also using this to try to, get you to get that person to join our session. All right. So you see my colleagues dropping some things in the chat box. You're wondering what's it about. All right. So for you to get access to the recording of the session, you also want to have access to the slides as well. You have to fill that attendance form that they are dropping in the chat box. Okay. So please ensure you fill it. You get the recording, you get the deck that we are using live and direct to get it right in your inbox. All right. So I'll just get right into it already. Welcome, 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 everybody. I see we have a lot of people across the globe. We have people from UK, we have people from Nigeria, we have people from Canada. I'm sure we have people from US, but they are shy to speak, and from every other part of the world. Okay, so I'm just sure that we have quite a number of people. We have a plethora of people from across the globe. Okay, so welcome. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I mean, any time of the day it is at your hand. All right, so what we are doing today is very, very simple and interesting. When you see me, you know that it's an interesting session. It's an intriguing session. It's something that I'm very, very passionate about. And what is it about? The session is themed, How I Got a Job, My Post-Analytics Career Success. So we've brought in alumni. Yeah, we've brought in people that have participated in the 10Alytics program, and now they have gotten jobs. They've gotten their dream jobs, you know, the job of their dreams. That six-figure, that well-paying job, you know what I mean, okay? They are thriving very much in the tech space, and we've brought them to you. We decided that, you know what, let's come and tell us the strategies that helped you. Come and tell us, just reveal all the secrets. Let us know all the tea. I also want to be like you. So we brought them, we dragged them a bit from the job that you're doing currently. Please just give us few of your time. Just come and explain to people, let people know that this can be possible. And what are these people that we brought to you that would be shedding light on how they got a job post their 10Alytics study? We have two people on the screen here. The first person is Ayotunde. And who is Ayotunde? You're wondering, he's a finance business partner that currently works with Man U Life. And the other person is Etim, and he's a business analyst consultant. All right, so for Ayotunde, he joined our data science program. And for Etim, he joined our business analysis program. So you'll be hearing from them. This is just, you know, a snippet. You're just seeing their portrait here. You'll be seeing them live and direct today, and you'll be hearing all the tea from them directly. They'll tell us when they joined the program, how they got it, you know, everything basically, just as I've mentioned earlier. So now moving forward, okay, so moving forward, all right, okay, so moving forward, you are in a 10Alytics session. You want to know what we do here at 10Alytics, and I'll be very, very happy to let you know what we do here at 10Alytics. So who are we at 10Alytics? You joined the 10Alytics masterclass. You're not sure what we do here. So I'll be exposing you to all the things that we offer here at 10Alytics. So 10Alytics is an educational technology company that is focused on delivering technology skills and comprehensive data consulting services to people. So aside equipping you with the skills that you need to thrive in the tech space, we also do this on a daily, right? We consult for companies, and what is in what space of the consultancy field that we are in the data space. So basically, this is what we do for companies. Companies trust us. And we are telling you, you know what, we don't just want to be doing this for companies alone. We want to also help you to do it so that you also, you know, do it for companies individually. All right. And we've been doing this not yesterday, not the day before yesterday. We've been doing this for years. All right. We've been building talent for the technology workforce, and we've helped people transition from the classroom into their very first tech jobs. Yes, you heard me right. From the classroom into their very first tech jobs. And that is across the globe. That's inclusive of the UK, US, Canada, Europe, Africa, and Asia. And I mean a whole lot more. And we don't just do this with, you know, just one program or two programs. We know that we all have, you know, you have your strengths, you have your weaknesses, you have places that you feel like you can relate best in, you can fit best into. So we decided to craft carefully. We decided to pick the jobs that are in demand, and we decided to craft a program from them so that you are able to learn and you're able to use that same experience to thrive in your job. All right. And we have this trainings in different fields, and you're not just getting the premium field, you're not just getting the premium experience, you're also getting experiential training. And they say the best teacher is experience, right? So we are teaching you with experience as well. And we are doing that in the data analytics field, business analysis field, data science field, financial analytics, HR analytics, agile project management, cybersecurity, AI engineering, product design, and DevOps. All right. And we have our team of instructors from across the globe. Okay. All right. And we have a team of instructors across the globe. We have them from Apple, from Microsoft, from Amazon, a whole lot. Okay. We have people that do these things day in, day out. They are bringing them to you. They are telling you, oh, this is how I do it in my job. This is how I do it when I'm at work. So they are the ones coming to actually put you on all of this thing. Okay. And what do they bring to you? They bring a world of real world experience, and they're dedicated to helping you. They are dedicated to ensure that you get a practical and engaging learning experience that ensures that you receive the maximum value from your investment in the future. Yes, it's an investment. Okay. Now, moving forward, how is this session going to span out? You're wondering, what are we going to do into this session? All right. So this session is in 3 parts. And the first is what I'm doing currently, a bit of introduction into what we do here at 10Alytics. And now we have a fireside chat. Okay. Now, what's the fireside chat about? You're wondering, what's fireside chat? What's Sophia saying? All right. So you get to listen to alumni, the people I introduced you to at the beginning of the session. That's Etim and Ayotunde. All right. So they will tell you how they were able to get jobs. After that, you're wondering, what next? What's the next phase of this session? We are now going to tell you strategies that helped them to be successful in tech. So now I'm sure that by the time you listen to them, you're wondering, oh, wow, this is interesting. I want to get into this as well. So now what do we do for you? We let you know that you can also get into tech just as they did. And we tell you how you can get into tech. And we then tell you how you can be successful, even after getting into tech. Now, as Father Christmas that we have, I love to say that a lot, 10Alytics is Father Christmas. And, it's almost the end of the year. It's December period now. So you know how Santa Claus comes gifting kids. We also want to gift you. So we have a special discount offer for you. So, you're getting into tech at a slashed price, right? You're getting into your dream role. You're getting into the dreams that you've always had. You're getting into in-demand parts, the things that are basically, just selling in today's market. You're getting it at a slashed price. So you want to stay till the very end in this session. So I'm not going to be driving this session alone. I have my colleague that will be driving this session with me. And as you can see here, his name is Muideen Ade Akoni. And he has a wealth of experience in data analytics, business intelligence, and he has helped a lot of organizations streamline their operations to align with strategic goals. And he has mentored and helped over 500 people transition into tech. And he has helped them to land their first tech jobs with no prior tech background. So Muideen's experience spans across innovation and growth catalyst, business development management, data analysis, management and data analytics consulting. And he has worked across several sectors, all right? He's worked in EdTech, he's worked in finance, he's worked in logistics, he's worked in FMCG and health tech. So you can tell that the people in 10Alytics are even people that have a wealth of experience. So you're sure that you're even getting to hear from the best of the best people. All right. So Muideen, are you here? Do you want to say hi to us before we get to see you in the last part of the session? Hello, Muideen, are you there? Hi, Muideen, are you there? Hi, Ubom, can you still hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you very much. So I'm guessing Muideen isn't here just yet because it's the one taking the latter part of the session. What I'm doing is just the very beginning. Okay, so you get to see Muideen. So you want to stay locked in. So you get to see Muideen and you hear from him. I mean, someone that has this wealth of experience, you also want to hear from him firsthand. Now, moving forward, the next person you can see here is me. And I'm the one speaking to you at the moment. And what do I do? What am I? What do I do here at 10Alytics? What is she about? My name is Sophia, and I'm a passionate educator, and I have a diverse background in product management, end-to-end administration, and agile project management. So now that brings me to agile project management. That's part of the trainings that we offer here at 10Alytics. And what am I? What do I do? How much experience do I have? So I have close to half a decade years of experience in the world of technology and management. So what do I do here at 10Alytics? I'm a data associate for the Agile Project Management and Scrum Master program. And I've been very instrumental in helping individuals navigate the complex tech space. You know, a lot of people see it as complex. So what do I do here? I help you to break it down. It's not as complex as you think. It's not as difficult as you think. You can do it. If any other person can do it, you definitely can do it as well. All right. And I ensure that I guide you to success by onboarding you and into your respective data-driven paths. And I also provide support for you until you get your first jobs, until you get that dream job, until you get that big, well-paying job. All right. And I have a strong commitment to career transformation, and I've successfully onboarded and mentored over 200 individuals here at 10Alytics. I've helped them transition seamlessly into tech and secure meaningful job opportunities. All right. So moving forward, the two people that we have here, I told you that it was just a snippet you saw earlier on. You're going to be seeing more about them. You're going to be hearing more about them. This is still their picture. So it's still more like, a bigger part of the snippet, because you'll still be hearing from them live and direct. Okay, so the first person we have here is Edith Etim, and he joined our business analysis program in July 2024. And what was he doing earlier before he joined? He was a petroleum products depot manager. And when did he get a job? He got a job in November 2025. And what is his current position? He works as a business analyst consultant in one of the very big companies in the world. Yes, I said in the world. I said what I said. And he's going to come here to still, add to it. And the other person that we have here is Ayotunde Afolabi. And Ayotunde joined our data science program in June 2025. And now he's gotten a job November 2025. How interesting, how sweet. In less than 6 months, he was able to actually get a job. And what job did he attain? What was his current position? He works for Manulife, and he works as a finance business partner for Manulife. All right. So now we'll be getting into the fireside chat proper, and you'll be hearing directly from them firsthand. Okay, so Ayotunde Etim, please confirm that you are here. So I'll go ahead to stop sharing my screen now, and we'll get into the fireside chat proper. Okay, hello Ayotunde. Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Etim.
Can you hear me?
Oh yes, you're very loud and clear, but I can't see you just yet. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Okay, 1 minute.
All right, that's fine. Okay, Etim, are you here as well? Okay. Oh, Ayotunde, I can see you now. Good to have you here. How are you doing? How has work been? How has your day been generally?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you. I like your energy. You're doing very well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for making it here today. Thank you for honoring our invite. It's a different thing to actually pour into people, and it's another thing for those people to be willing to actually come and testify to it. So thank you very much for taking time out of your very, very busy schedule to make it down here today. All right, so let's just have an intro about you. Let's hear a bit about you. I sort of gave a background story into it earlier on, telling our audience when you joined the program, where you got your job, what you currently do. Want to hear from you directly, so it doesn't look like Sophia has sweet mouth. Her energy is just top notch. Let's hear from you directly when you joined the program, how it has just been for you generally before we get into the chat proper.
Okay, yes. So I am a finance professional.
All right, Ayotunde, you have the floor.
What? Hello? Did you say something? Okay, I am a finance professional primarily. I have about 10 years of experience in finance, and I delved into data because I was trying to take my career to the next level as a finance professional, and I realized that data was one of the things that could help me do my work faster, do my work better, and secondly, it would help me broaden my horizons, like broaden the opportunities that I have available to me. So I was looking for a program that would give me that training or that exposure to the technical skills that are required in the job market of today. Before I did 10Alytics, I had done several other programs. I had done several other programs. I even did a boot camp in University of Toronto, although it was it was, although it was a very compact program, but it was kind of rushed, and the courses for me, it didn't jive. It didn't like, they didn't kind of merge together well.
It did not really
So,
eat.
yeah. So when I kind of dropped out, I think I did that in, I started that in January 2024. So when I dropped out, I knew I needed to continue in this data place because that's the future. I I kind of kept getting these Instagram ads of 10Alytics, and I kept getting them, kept getting them, and I just decided to check it out. And I joined a call similar to this, and I decided to take the course. And from my personal experience, I feel like the course is well planned out, right? 10Alytics offers both depth and flexibility with time. So they don't rush you to cram so much on you in 2 months and then expect you to have all the knowledge that you need to excel in just 2 months. And then they also go very in depth and they guide you in things like creating a portfolio and all the job mentorship sessions that they offer people, all the job interview skills, um, CV, CV reviews, and all that stuff. They really go far in helping people kind of find the direction that they need to navigate the job market. So, like I said, I'm primarily a finance person. I just delved into data just to expand my horizon and then help me do my work better. So I still am in finance, but my work is heavily into data analytics for the finance team, right? I am in Money Life, but yeah, that's one correction I wanted to make. I'm currently in Money Life, but the job I got now is not in Money Life. It's a different organization, but that's the new job I'm getting. I have not resumed yet, so I didn't give that information out. I got that job, yeah, November, like you said. It was after so I actually did the data analytics course initially before I did the data science course, right? So I got the job after I'd gone through the Power BI, the SQL, all the things in data analytics, and also things in data science like Tableau. So I think the difference for me was one, my CV. My CV was very compact. It was very handy. It helped display my technical skills very well, and it helped like just show what I'm capable of. And two, most importantly, my portfolio. I had no idea about what a portfolio was before I joined. Okay, I did, yeah. So when I was in the course in University of Toronto, they kind of introduced us to a portfolio, but it was very vague, right? They kind of introduced us to GitHub and just said, oh, just put your code in GitHub and then show people. Like, it wasn't very like a website that you could just see everything that you needed to see, then redirect you if needed, right? So I knew the real essence of a portfolio in 10Alytics. So the portfolio was very, very instrumental as well in helping me acquire the job, because when I reached out to the recruiter, I was able to direct them right directly to my portfolio to see what I could do, because they were interested initially, and I answered some questions, and they wanted to see more. Then I didn't need to have like so much back and forth on interviews and everything. So I kind of scaled through a number of levels just by having a portfolio, right? And then I eventually went into the actual interview, but I had already scored major points just seeing my CV and my portfolio. So what else? What else? What else? I think that's
Sorry,
all.
right. Yeah, that's all basically. Yeah. I wanted to know, how you came about analytics and interestingly, while you were speaking, you told me you did a data analytics program and you also did the data science program. I mean, I was blushing from chin to chin while you were saying that because I can tell that it's because you got value from the data analytics program. That's why you went forth to even, trust us with the data science program. So that's really, really impressive. I've had quite a very, very interesting journey and well done. Well done. All right. So I'll just take a pause now before the next question and I'll speak to Etin. Let's just get to know Etin as well. We then come back to you. Thank you very much for that. Hello, Etin. Are you there now?
Yes, I am.
All right. Good to know. I can't see you just yet. Or is it me?
Can you see me?
Please turn on your video. Oh, yes, I can see you now.
Yes,
Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Thank you for, thank you for honoring our invite. Okay. And how are you? How has your day been? I trust you've been good, right?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is
All right.
Etim. I'm in Lagos. Okay. Prior to joining 10Alytics, I had a background in business administration, and I've been working as a depot manager in one of the petroleum companies in Lagos. So I was curious about transitioning into tech, but I didn't know how to go about it because there are a lot of programs online, Coursera, YouTube. So I've been making series of inquiries about how to gain the knowledge so that I will be able to transition into tech. But it was difficult until I came across a femina on Facebook. So when I saw a femina in introducing 10Alytics, talking about it, I was so much interested in it. So I decided to join the webinars. It wasn't once. I started joining webinars in April of 2024 because I was contemplating whether this school will offer me what I need. So at a point, I joined one of the one-on-one session with Adeiza, where he gave me a clarity on the kind of program I should enroll on because of my background. I didn't want to, because I tested my own point of strength and weaknesses. So he now advised that I should go into business analysis, which aligned with my background. And I stepped into that. So when I started the program, it was the learning environment was more of practical. So it wasn't the usual motivational talks. So they took us on practical courses, expose us to data, how you can use data, to build business solutions to clients and customers, and bridge that gap between the business needs and technical solutions. It was so much interesting for me. And it helps me, to learn faster and meet some friends within Nigeria and outside Nigeria. At the end of the program, we built a capstone project. In fact, that of my project has given me visibility both on LinkedIn and other places I've applied for jobs. So it wasn't just technical skills alone. They gave us the employability skills, where they taught us how to review your CVs and prepare for interviews, and mentorship sessions. And the lecturers were fantastic, and they took us on the programs. And so I learned a lot. And here today, that gave me confidence, to keep trying to apply for jobs. And today I landed a very good job. I was shocked when the offer came, with the Haze Technologies and consulting for UBA. You understand, if you know about UBA, United Bank for Africa, so I'm consulting for UBA as a business analyst. So that has been the journey so far. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Etim. I mean, I bragged earlier before you joined the session. I bragged. I said you landed a job with a very, very big company, and I mean, it's been a very worthwhile journey. I'm incredibly very happy for you. Well done. All right. So I'll just go ahead to Ayotune now. But Etim, please don't go anywhere. You're still very much with us. So I'll be asking Ayotune a question before I move back to you. All right. Did you get that, Etim?
Yes, I am. I'm here.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you. All right. So, Ayotune, one question I would like to ask you is, did 10Alytics actually offer you any career prep support, maybe mock interviews? Were they able to help you review your CV? And did that help you into landing the very job that you got?
Yeah, I think I touched on that briefly. First of
Okay,
all,
earlier on.
they did my CV. So we were asked to submit our resumes, and it was optimized for us. I, I, and my resume, I used my resume in several places, and it yielded results because the resume was very detailed and it spoke to my achievements. It's highlighted key metrics. It highlighted results and also my experience. It also highlighted um, the tools I was able to use, like I was able to learn that I could use that's tied to data analytics and job descriptions. So yeah, with regards to CV review, yes, they did. I didn't really get to use the interview one, but the mentorship sessions were very, very helpful, right? We get to hear from very experienced people, people who have walked the path like everyone else, right? People who have gone ahead of us and know what it is to look for a job or what it is to start, especially for immigrants to start in a new country, right? Also people who like work in the data analytics space. So the mentorship sessions is other one that I would say was a very big value add to me.
All right, thank you very much for that, Aya, today. And I can tell that the reason you didn't get to use the interview prep support is because you were already very well equipped, from the mentorship session and from everything that the program had to offer you. So that was even so much for you because you're already very well equipped with all of
Well,
those
yes,
things. All right.
yeah. To your point, there was this video about the seat approach. So I use that in every interview I kind of went into because it kind of helped me narrow my thoughts and helped me speak directly to the strengths or to the things that matter most to the recruiter and that don't speak about things that I'm not supposed to be speaking about. So the seat approach video was one of the things I watched. It was part of the product, the things available to us as students. It was one of the videos I watched, and it helped me to prepare better for my interview. So even though I didn't use the, the career guide stuff, I did use the videos.
All right. Thank you very much, Ayatunde, for that. And you mentioned that you were also, they also helped you to craft your CV. They niched it down to, the data science part and helped you use it to apply to a lot of roles, right? So there's one thing, this is me, telling the audience from Ayatunde's experience. I tell people this a lot. Your resume goes forth before you. It walks into any place before you. So that resume, that your CV is actually that place you want to put a lot of effort. You want to make it as beautiful as you look when you walk into an interview. So 10Alytics is that place that would actually help you to craft that thing that the recruiter will see before they even get to see you. All right, which is your CV. It's your ticket to landing that interview, that dream role. All right, thank you very much for that, Ayotunde. I would ask you one more question before we go over to Etim. So now, you mentioned that you were already in the finance path and you just knew that you wanted to, progress further and get your hands dirty. You wanted to get more hands-on in the data field. So now, would you say that your facilitators were really helpful in, your program being a data inclined program and your experience, what you've already had, the career you were already building, which was in the finance space, would you say that your facilitators were really helpful in, bringing case studies that blended the experience that you previously had and what you wanted to go forth in? Would you say that the case studies in class were fully fleshed, they cut across different sectors, and they weren't just speaking to a particular need? And one way or the other, they were actually able to, speak to your own financial need. You decide you wanted to be more in-depth in finance data, all right? So do you think that your facilitators were helpful? Did they give you case studies? Did they give you scenarios that helped you to build your strength in the finance parts, in the finance space rather?
Well, I wouldn't limit it to the finance space. I am in the finance space, so right. So I would take the knowledge and apply it to my field. That's how I'll answer that. But to answer your question, yeah, it was. Like I said, the curriculum of 10Alytics is very broad, right? And it's very relevant. There are very relevant skills that you require for data analytics and data science, whichever program you choose to go for. But like I said earlier, I had started my journey in data analytics a long time ago. I had done several courses. Even before I left Nigeria in 2022, I had started a Power BI course. I started it, I stopped, I watched YouTube videos. I just needed something that I knew how to use, like simple tools like Excel. I was a very good Excel user. I knew how to start Power BI, but I didn't know like the full bouquet of Power BI's abilities. So I needed that program that would give me that very much in-depth exposure without going to like a full MSc course of maybe 2 years, right? So I tried to do a boot camp, like I mentioned earlier, and even though it was voluminous, it was too packed. And when I looked at analytics, I tried it out. Was it was very well planned, well thought through. And to answer your question particularly, yes, the case studies for the data analytics courses were very broad as well. They covered a lot, right? Especially for the Power BI program. They drained our blood, for the lack of a better term. So, and for proof of success, um, one of the dashboards that I prepared or that we prepared in class was one of the things that I had in my portfolio and one of the things that caught the eye of my interviewer when I was interviewing for my role. And it was actually like a finance type dashboard that had key metrics that speak to finance track key performance indexes. So I was able to practice that particular dashboard night before my interview, and when I had I wasn't even expecting the person would ask me to go in depth into like recreating it, but I was showing up the hiring manager the dashboard, and then she said, "Oh, can you recreate it for me?" And I was like, "Oh, I just watched the video last night. I just redid it in Accra, and that was it." So yeah, in summary, yeah, the course was very relevant. The cases were very relevant, and it helped my portfolio, and it also helped me in my interviews.
All right, thank you very much for that explicit explanation, Ayotunde. Thank you. All right, so I'll be moving to Etim now. Please don't go away. I still have more questions for you. One or two questions for you before we wrap up and move to the next phase of the session. Thank you, Ayotunde. All right, Etim, are you here? Okay.
Yes, I am.
All right. Thank you very much, Etim. So I would say that I would ask you, what was the best part? What was how? No, don't let me ask that. Let me ask you something else, right? I'll get into that in the latter part. How were you actually able to decipher the career path you chose? How were you able to consider your strengths, your weaknesses? How did you know that what you actually wanted to do was business analysis?
Hello?
Hi, Etim, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi. Okay, did you get that?
Okay. Yes. I got a question.
All right. All
Yes.
right.
Absolutely. I evaluated my strength, like I mentioned before, the communication, my analytical and problem solving skills. And I knew that I have a background in business already, because my thoughts then was, data analytics has to do with coding, doing with more of science. So I said I would not be able to do that. And when I had one-on-one session with Adaize and Femena, so they advised me. So in order for me to align with my background, so it's better for me to enroll for business analysis. So naturally,
Right.
so I was able to align with business analysis and data analytics, where I could gradually build my technical skill while leveraging on my capabilities. So choosing business analysis was not a problem. It was strategic, and that aligned with who I am. So it's helped me to transition seamlessly, because most of the things are the things that I've been doing, even in my previous roles, is what I've been practicing, but I didn't know that it was um, business analysis skills I was displaying in my job. But when I came in contact with 10Alytics, they were able to sharpen my understanding and help me to transition and apply those skills properly the way it ought to be. So if you come in contact with the 10Alytics, that state of confusion, okay, of choosing how do you know which of the programs be able to guide you properly so that you know where to go and you'll be able to flow very well, and everything you do will be seamless for you. Even if you do not have tech background before, you'll be able to blend with ease. Thank you.
All right. So a lot of people here in the session, you're scared. Oh, tech. Etim just told us it's what we do day to day, but with the help of 10Alytics, we're able to actually bridge that confusion gap for you, and we're able to relate it to your daily activities, everything that you currently do in your job. All right. Thank you very much for that, Etim. And you also mentioned that you chose the business analysis program, and while you were speaking, you also mentioned data analytics. So does this mean that while you're doing the business analysis program, you also get a snippet into data analytics? So more like you're getting two in one. Is that what you actually meant?
Yes,
Oh, wow,
it
that's
is.
interesting.
Because
Oh, wow.
Even in most of the jobs you find out currently, you cannot really work in isolation as a business analyst without having data background, because there are situations that will require you to your analysis should be data driven. So you need the knowledge of data analysis. You need to understand how to use data to get your metrics, okay? Because not every organization that will need to employ a different data analyst, and so you might be playing the same role. So for you to be ahead of other candidates, you need to have that skill, and with the wisdom of 10Alytics, they combine all that for us. So it was a complete, comprehensive program.
All right. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much,
very
Etim.
much.
As we can all hear, with 10Alytics, transitioning into tech is a walk in the park. All right. So my colleagues are dropping the attendance form in the chat box. As I mentioned earlier, if you need access, you want to hear from you, maybe you're currently at work, you want to have this recording to yourself, you want to have the deck to yourself, please ensure that you fill the attendance form with your correct details so that we send it to you as soon as we are done with the session. So if we are enjoying the session, I gauge our energy level at the beginning. If I can see a lot of, congratulatory messages in the chat box from people saying, congratulations, Etim, congratulations, Ayotunde. I want to ensure that you're still very much with us and you're enjoying the session so far. You're enjoying from our alumni, you're enjoying from our people. Basically, you're enjoying what you're hearing from them, basically. All right, so you want to drop a 20 in the chat box. We're not doing 10 anymore. We're already hearing from them. You're seeing them live and direct, so I need 20 so that we continue this session. Oh wow, please, who's this person? What's the name of this person? I see Willie is giving us an 100, so it means that Willie is really, 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 really intrigued in this session. Thank you very much for that, Willie. All right, so we have Queen 20, we have High Billions 20. Interesting, thank you very much. Okay, so Ayotunde, let me ask you, let me ask you, Etim. So I ask Ayotunde the same question. I would ask you and I'll ask Ayotunde the same questions, just so I don't do back and forth. All right, so at what point did you realize that you were ready to start applying for roles? Was it the first month? Was it the second month? Was it the third month? At what point did you feel confident enough? Did you feel really equipped? Did you feel like, you know what, I'm a tech bro, I can start applying to jobs? At what point? Was it the first month? Was it the second? Was it the third? Was it the fourth? Just let us know the points that you felt like you were actually job ready and you decided to start applying aggressively.
Okay, thank you very much. It happened that when I completed my capstone project and I could confidently explain the problem-solving process and end-to-end, that was when I knew, because even while we were still doing the program, before we rounded up for the project, I've been trying, because we were encouraged while we're still doing the program, while the program was going on. We were encouraged during mentorship session that we should start applying. And I started applying, and my confidence level was enhanced when I started having responses from some of the recruiters that when they respond to you, whether you make it for the interview or not, you'll be encouraged to do more.
Right,
so that was when
right.
I realized that, oh, I can do this, I can do that. So, and the community also, they help in sending us opportunities, jobs opportunities. You keep trying your hands, and when you try, so at least for the period before I eventually landed this job, I've had about 6 interviews. Okay, but this one eventually came through. I wouldn't tell anyone that it's all bed of roses. You applying, okay? At least we were told that time. So people used to apply up to 6 times in a day, 20 jobs. So sometimes you apply, but it doesn't work. You keep applying. Once your CV, okay, meets the requirements of the recruiters, definitely you get it there. So it behoves on you as an individual, despite what the 10Alytics is offering you, you need to be committed as a person, okay? You need to continue to study beyond what is given to you in the class and keep practicing those skills that you have acquired and apply them, so that when the opportunity comes, you'll be able to smash your interview session with ease. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Etim. That was really, really explicit. So Etim mentioned that you do your bit. I mean, you play your own part. There's a networking community. You get to meet people from across the globe already in 10Alytics. And 10Alytics also goes forth to give you that ginger. They give you that ginger. You know what? Start applying, start shooting your shots. All right, thank you very much for that, Etim. And I'm sure that we've taken 1 or 2. In fact, not 1 or 2. We've taken 1 or 100 from Etim. Thank you so much for that, Etim. So Ayotunde, please help us answer the same question. At what point did you know that you were job ready? At what point did you know that you could start applying to jobs and you had that confidence that you would definitely ace it? Hello, Ayotunde, are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
All right. Yes, you're
Yeah,
loud and
because
clear.
I was working already. I wasn't like in too much of a hurry to apply, right? So although I was, as we were doing the course, I was concurrently creating my portfolio, building my brand as a data analyst so that I'll be able to showcase my work to potential hirers and to recruiters. And I would say like once you master like the key skills like Excel, um, SQL, and Power BI, I feel like you should be very ready for the market. Um, and the reason why I say this is because a lot of job opportunities you see so many requirements, you see all the tools, they will ask you, you should know everything. But at the end of the day, if you eventually get that job, you realize that they don't really need everything, not in all cases, right? Some of them just want nice to haves, like if you have it, it will be good, but they have the key things they look for. If what you have matches with what is key to them, you will definitely get in, right? Um, Based on your experience and your experience, your qualification, and your technical skills with data. So I hope I answered your question.
Yes, you did. You did. You hit the nail on the head. Thank you very much for that. All right. So, my last question to you, Ayatunde, before I ask Etin the same question. All right. So, what advice would you give anyone that is on the fence, that is very unsure, that has wobbly feet, that has been procrastinating? I want to get into tech. I want to get into tech. What advice would you give them about investing into any technical training with analytics for sure?
I mean, the best time to start was yesterday because the world is going faster than any of us can go these days, right? So, and these skills are the skills that are required for today, they are required for tomorrow. Everything is going automation, everything is going digital, and in whatever field you find yourself, like I'm in finance, but now finance requires you to have data analytics skills, right? The things that you need to get a job today is not only your qualification or your experience. You need to be able to be hands-on, to be able to solve problems for companies. So, and those are the things that you get to learn when you do courses like the course in analytics. You'll be able to learn technical skills in the classroom. You have the videos at your disposal. You will build projects, and you would have everything that you need to at least to as the baseline for your further development. So for anybody who is on the fence, I think you should. I mean, personally, I think it's affordable for the value, right? Uh, yeah, for the value because it's like a 6 months program, right? And it's very intensive. So I would advise that you start because there are skills that you need for today, tomorrow, and beyond.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Ayotunde. And I tell a lot of people, tech is never going into extinction. Tech keeps growing by the day. Tech is literally growing on us. All right. So the fear of tech is going to go into extinction just starts now, as Ayotunde said. The best time to have started was yesterday, and the best time to start is now. Thank you very much for that, Ayotunde. It was really, really,
Thank
eye-opening.
you.
I'm sure a lot of
Thank
our
you for having
audience
me.
love that. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Etim, are you here?
Yes, I am.
All right. So yes, what advice would you give that person that has wobbly feet, that is scared? Will I try in the tech space? What advice would you give them?
Okay. There's a proverb, a Chinese proverb that says that the best time to have planted a tree is 20 years ago. And if you did not plant it that 20 years, the best time to plant it is now. Now, as of today. Because if you are waiting for a perfect time, it will never come. The tech industry rewards people who take actions, not people that keep procrastinating, keep thinking. investing in learning is not wasted, no matter amounts you pay. Even as before I joined the program, I was contemplating whether I would be able to pay the fees. And thank God the 10Alytics offered me a flexible payment plan, which I was able to pay within the period of the training. So the opportunity will create for you is far greater than the fear that is holding you back, because sometimes people will be afraid. What about those who have learned the program, study, have they secured a job? Do not allow that to hold you, that fear to hold you back. What do you need to take today? That both begin the program. Along the way, everybody have their own destiny. You got to take this in your own hands. If you are coming to secure a job, you get it. During my program, which everyone in my sector have secured a job, but I know a number of people have a job. So everything is about you as an individual. So if you want to be interested in take career, my advice to you is start now. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Etim. As Etim said, start now. Etim 2025, start now. All right. Thank you so much for taking our time to join us here today. It's really, really, really appreciated.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing openly. Thank you for sharing with all your hearts. Thank you so much. And I'm sure that people that are listening, people that are in this session will definitely take your advice to use. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ayotunde, as well. Thank you for joining us today. We cannot appreciate you enough. All right. So you can leave the session so you get back to work. I know there's a lot to do. Thank you. All right. Now, everybody, I'm sure you've heard one or two, not one or two, 100 from our alumni. And I'm sure that you're definitely going to take all of that to use. If they could do it, you can also do it. So just put that at the back of your mind. You want to be the next person that will be here to share your success story. You want to be the next person telling people that you can do it. I did it, you can also do it. All right. So tech is not difficult. Tech is that easiest thing that you can definitely put in your transferable skills. I mean, what you currently do into. All right. So thank you very much, everyone. And I will be passing the baton to my colleague, that person that I introduced you to earlier on, that has a wealth of experience in different fields. You also want to hear from him first, and you'll be taking us through the second phase of this session. And as I said earlier, 10Alytics is Santa Claus. We're in December period. You know how you take the kids to Father Christmas, you take them to Santa Claus. 10Alytics also has, a package for you. Adults are not left out. It's not just the kids that will enjoy the December bonanza. So you want to stay tuned, get your coffee, get anything at all. That'll just make you stay locked into the session. All right. Hello, Muideen. How are you there?
Hi, Shafet. Good evening.
All right. So you have the floor.
So, like you said, it's a Santa Claus season.
Right.
All right. So, I believe everybody has been able to get a lot of value from the session. I could see the chat box bubbling with questions and people applauding. So, trust me, all these are things you will be able to achieve, just like Ayotunde, just like Etim. The same process they went through, I'll be guiding everybody on how exactly to go through this process and have you be also in that spot whereby you come back after the program and be like, oh, so I was in one of your master class and I saw somebody speaking and I took the decision to register, and now here I've gotten the job. So I pray this particular story is all has down this call. But most importantly, when we pray, we also need to take action, right? So what I'll be guiding us through tonight is exactly what are the things you need to do to actually guide us in that path of taking action and getting into that spot whereby we will to actually get value of everything we're looking to achieve. Now, when it comes to transition into tech, I'm sure everybody listening to when Etim was saying he had a background in business analysis, he didn't even know he was doing something relating to business analysis on his job. While he was doing it, he was already doing all these things and he didn't even know, right? Now, before you want to say you want to transition into tech or you want to get into a particular sport, there is one particular thing you need to do. And that first thing is you want to identify your career path. What career path can you really get into? That's the first thing you want to do. We have two people on the call tonight. Ayotide has a background in finance. He went to data analytics. Now he's in data science. That's a path. He's not in everything. He has a specific path. Same thing with Etin in business analysis, and he's gotten a job also in that path. So what path exactly can you get into that will be able to have years of experience you've had in your day-to-day work life? You will transfer this experience into what you do right now. What are the things you can leverage on? And these are the things we'll be talking about tonight. So aside from the identifying the path, when you've been able to identify the path, and tonight I also have us take a quiz that is a personality quiz. This quiz is going to ask us some personal questions, and these questions, the machine learning algorithm behind this particular quiz will help us to decide on, oh, so this path is a better option for you. We'll take that quiz in a few minutes, right? Now, when you've been able to identify the path, you want to actually learn that particular thing. Whatever it is you identify that you should get into, you want to learn it. Because when you get to learning, this is when you now learn how to work with different technical skills, they're working on technical tools, all the technical things you need, industry relevant experience. Those are the ways where you get to learn all those things. Then you get into working on projects. The way your programs are structured, I'm sure you've heard this over and over from the two people that spoke. They learn working on projects. Now, as they're working on projects, they are taking these projects to build their portfolio. These are the things they get to do. And as you're doing it, you also learn how to gain employability skills. Employability skill in the sense that I think Etim said at the point that he was applying to job, and before he was able to land his role, he was able to at least have at least 6 interviews. And during some of the sessions, the mentors will come to you and they will guide you on, you need to start applying to jobs. These are part of your employability, where you learn how to apply to jobs, how to write your CV, where and how to apply to jobs in so many things. You will learn all these things 100%. Then you also have your community where you get to network. Then you have your mentorship session that happen, and you have access to your mentors 100%. So these are the things that the program 100% open you to, that will take you from whatever you're doing right now, whatever job you're doing right now, to transitioning and landing your first job in tech, right? And when it now comes to landing your first job in tech, we just didn't wake up one day and we say, oh, so we offer these programs. Everybody should come and take this program. No, we did our own assignment. And the assignment is majorly around, we went to the market to really identify what jobs are companies really looking to hire for. So we went all to the major job boards. Like I said, we went to the market to scrape all these information, jobs that really have high demand by organizations. So after scraping the information, we analyze this based on 3 major criteria. The first one is the ease of learning, meaning absolutely anybody can learn this. Second one is ease of transitioning, meaning you don't need a prior year experience before you can get a job in this path. Then the last one is definitely a high rewarding salary. After all this analysis, then we also considered the major economies that have migration rules and regulations. At this career path, if anybody is looking to get into them, let's say, for example, in UK, will the person be able to get skilled worker visa? Are they eligible for sponsorship? Same thing with US. Are these roles open to them getting sponsored by H1B, through H1B visa? Are they having the opportunity to do this? Then also looking into Canada, looking at the provincial nominee program, at this career path in tech, are they open to all these opportunities? After this analysis, we're only able to arrive at these 10 different programs you can see on your screen. We have the business analysis, the data analyst, the data scientist, cybersecurity, financial analyst, HR analyst, data engineering, agile project management, and very recently, we recently added DevOps engineering and product design. Meaning, if you go through any of these 10 programs, you have everything I just mentioned above. You have everything covered. Now we have this validation. Now, what is that extra validation that gives you more like a sense of job security? Meaning, if you get into this role, your job is secured because of everything that is going on. We couldn't really answer this question by ourselves. We could do the analysis, but we need a much more authority in that space to give us that validating response. And what we did was we seek response from the World Economic Forum, the Future of Job Report. Now, this particular Future of Job Report, you have access to click on this particular link to be able to download it. So once we're done with this session, this slide will be shared to everybody's email. So make sure you complete the attendance form that my colleague are sharing in the chat box. Just click on it, complete the attendance form. So this particular slide will be sent to your email and you'll be able to download it and get access. You can go through all the information that is on this particular report. Now back to this particular report from the World Economic Forum. This particular report you can see on your screen is showing us the growth and decline of jobs between 2025 and 2030. Literally, let me say 4 years from now. So if you find yourself in the right side of the screen, that is career path on this right side of the screen, you want to find a way to run. You want to disappear from here because it is quite simple. It's not like these guys, they are not in job anymore. They are losing their jobs. No. But what this particular report is saying, remember the title of the report, the future of jobs. Meaning between the years moving forward, a lot of organizations will not really be hiring for professionals in these roles that you can see on the right side of my screen. So if you find yourself in this career path, you want to find a way to pivot into the left side of the screen, because this career path you can see on the left side of the screen, these are the ones that a lot of organizations are really looking to hire for. Meaning, if you find yourself having a skill in any of these career paths that you can see on the left side of the screen, the chances of you getting a job is high. Then the chances of you even retaining that job for years is way higher. All right? It's way higher. So you want to go ahead, make sure you complete the form so you'll be able to get access to this and really dive into it for proper information, because the list is actually quite a lot. All right. Now, talking about the quiz that I said I was going to take, I think I'll take this with everybody. And I want everybody to tell me the response of whatever results that they have. So if you click on the link shared by my colleague in the chat box, they will be sharing this particular link in the chat box. So I want you to click on that link. It will take you to the website. I think I will also be doing the quiz with everybody so that I can show everybody what I'm doing and we all can do the same thing. So if you click on that link, it should open this website for you. It should open this website for you. So you want to do is discover your path. Just click on discover your path. My colleague just shared the link in the chat box. So I want you to click on that link to take the quiz. Absolutely no worries. The quiz, as you know, 10Alytics, we're in the Santa Claus season. We are giving out everything almost for free. This one is 100% for free. You're not paying a dime for it. All right. So I want you to click on the link. So I want you, almost everybody, I want everybody on the call, about 46 people that we have on the call. I want everybody to click on that link and take the quiz, because after taking the quiz, you will have a program, a path that the machine learning will be able to tell you which one is the best option for you. Now, when I'm talking about this path, you'll be able to know exactly what you get to do and the opportunities that lies before you, right? So once you have clicked on it, you want to click on discover your path, and you click on this part that says, let's go. So you complete the form. My name is Prince Ade Akoni. Prince Ade Akoni. Mobile number is 9. Then my email is So you want to complete your email ethics, right? Then you can select if you like to receive marketing communications. You know, when we have some Santa Claus season, you can select that if you so desire. And let me select yes, then I click on next. So this is a personality question. And by the time you're done, whatever that is being advised, I want you to drop that response in the chat box. Okay? I want you to drop the response in the chat box, whatever that is being advised. Right? Okay. All right. So don't let me interrupt while we take the questions. So I just want you to select the best option that you think works best for you, and we go ahead with it. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. So once we have our response, I want you to drop the response in the chat box so I can see where we are. Take care of people, healthcare assistant. Awesome. I can see some people already dropping their response in the chat box. All right. Okay, so he's asking which career path is the better option for me. I would say I'm still confused here. And fantastic. It's giving me the analyst, data analytics. Awesome. So I want to see the response of every other person in the chat box. Let me see what we have. Let me see what we have. So I dive right into explaining this career path to each and every one of us. Right. So once you've taken the quiz, you just want to drop your response in the chat box. Then I'll be able to see it and talk about it. All right. Okay. Now, so diving straight back into the slides, giving us the details of everything we're getting into today. So, like I said, once you're done taking the quiz, just drop it in the chat box and I'll be able to see your response. Now, diving straight into this career path. Now, like you already know, we have 10 different career paths you can get into. Now, the first one is the business analyst, somebody like Eton, right? Where you understand business processes and you identify things that shouldn't be what they are currently, identify some redundant, slow processes within an organization, within the process of in a particular company, and you optimize it. So optimizing it now will make it to run way more efficient, making whoever person that is getting value from that particular service is getting the very best ever, right? And when you're looking at the things you get to learn within the within the business analysis path, you will be learning some skills like a data analyst will do, but not as much as what a data analyst will learn. You will learn Excel, you will learn Power BI, and you also learn SQL. This is like the basic thing, the first thing you will learn in the business analysis path. And the reason is quite simple. Anybody looking to hire a business analyst in 2025, they need you to have some level of data analytics skills, right? So this is why the first thing you'll be learning is Excel, Power BI, and SQL. Then you dive into learning process mapping, where you learn how to map out a business process using tools like Draw.io or even Lucid Charts. Then you learn project initiation planning and Agile and Scrum for projects, meaning also in the business analysis path, you will have some skill in project management. Then you have software development lifecycle, requirement fundamentals, elicitation, stakeholder analysis, stakeholder engagement, and then you learn also how to leverage AI to work 100% as a business analyst. These are the things you get to learn in the business analysis part. Then you have the Agile projects management part, where the first thing you're learning is introduction to project management, the methodologies and the structure. Meaning, even if you don't have any knowledge at all in what it is to work or to have experience in project management, this path, it is that much beginners friendly, right? Because it's going to start with the introduction. And when you're looking at project management, this is a path whereby people that are very comfortable speaking with people, managing people, getting people to do what they need to do, these kind of people can get into Agile project management for 100%. Then you have the things you get to learn. You get to learn project management skills, how to communicate as a project manager. Then you also learn your foundations in Agile and also in Scrum before you now start getting dive deep into the technical path of understanding the Scrum frameworks, the Scrum artifacts, advanced Scrum and Agile practices. Then you also learn end-to-end use of Jira and Confluence working on projects. Then you also you get to understand what we call Kanban board workflow management, what you use to optimize and manage your workflow processes. Then you also learn Agile metrics and reporting structure. You learn the burn down chart, the burn up chart, your velocity. You get to learn all these things. And traditionally, as an Agile project manager, you are real world leaders in the space of managing projects. You also learn real world leadership and real world application when it comes to managing and working on projects. Then everything you must have learned in this particular program, if you're looking to write the PSM examination, everything you've learned will 100% prepare you to get into this role, write this exam, and definitely ace your exams, right? And the duration of the program, the duration of the program is 8 months. You have 6 months in class training and 2 months internship. This cut across all the programs that we offer. All right. Now you have the data engineer, the data scientist, and the data analyst. The data engineer is that professional that is tasked to making data readily available for use for anybody looking to work with data within the organization. All right. Making it readily available for use. You get to work as a data engineer. And if you look at the things you get to work with in the data engineering program, like I said, any of the program you're looking to get into, all of them, they are very much beginners friendly, and also including data engineering, because if you see it, you have introduction to data engineering before you dive into learning how to work with SQL to store information in the database as a data engineer. You also learn how to work with Python, because as a data engineer, the major things you get to work with is always Python programming language and SQL, right? Because you mostly work around database. So for your ETL custom pipelines, building your database, for API injections, for your web scraping, all these things, you use your Python programming language, right? You also be learning how to automate data retrieval processes using Apache Spark and Apache Airflow. Then you also be learning cloud engineering. You learn GCP, that's Google Cloud Platform, and Microsoft Azure. This will open you to working in roles like cloud engineering, right? Then you also get to learn how to work with GitHub version control and GitHub Copilot for coding as a data engineer. Now, when it comes to the data science part, this is a part that is really special for people that are very inquisitive. You love to work with data and predict what is going to happen in the future. The data scientist path is the best path for you. And this is because number one thing you get to do in that space is work with statistics and know exactly how to implement statistics in your forecasting analysis, because you get to learn how to forecast and your predictive analytics using Microsoft Excel, right? Then you also learn how to use Tableau for your data analysis before you dive into learning how to use SQL, then using Python programming language for some other things, like, for example, for your machine modeling, for your spiritual data analysis, for your computer vision, even for your GitHub version control, you get to use Python for those things. So you learn how to use Python also as a data scientist for learning how to analyze your data and build your machine model. You get to learn this 100%. Even if you've never written a line of code before, you'll be able to do this 100%. Then you have the data analyst part. The data analyst part, the only thing you literally need to get into data analysis is ability to solve problems. Because as a data analyst, you're always working with data, identifying what is wrong, and guiding the organization or whoever you're analyzing the data for to know exactly what to do to get out of that particular fix. If an organization is looking to make more money, a data analyst will analyze whatever services that they are offering that is giving them a fantastic profit margin, focus on that particular service to make more money. If you're looking to have much more return customer, dive into their customers' database, understand where their customers are coming from, why are they not coming back to the organization, target on that solution, and solve it. So a data analyst is always solving problems, which I believe is something that is given to us adults on a more platform, on a platter of gold, right? So that's why data analysis is extremely beginners friendly. And even if the maximum skill you have currently is literally to check your email on your laptop, that is more than enough to get into data analysis and find yourself getting a job even during your training. And if you look at the key learning area, the first thing you're learning there is problem solving. You're learning different approach on how to solve problems 100%. Before you dive into Excel, you learn how to use Excel for your analysis. You learn how to use your SQL also for your analysis and for your database management. You also learn how to use Power BI, Tableau also they are both business intelligence too. Power BI is Microsoft, Tableau is Salesforce, right? So you are learning both of them so that you don't find yourself getting on a job and they're telling you, oh, we're a Microsoft company, we don't use Tableau. Or no, we don't care about Microsoft, we use Salesforce. So as not to find yourself in that fix, you are learning both of them so that whichever the company is going to, you are there waiting for them, right? So you're learning both of them 100%. Then you learn data storytelling, and you should learn how to leverage AI to work efficiently as a data analyst. Then you also be learning Microsoft Fabric. It's an environment that was recently released by Microsoft. So you'll be learning this in anticipation that whatever company you're looking to get into and then looking to incorporate it, because a lot of organizations are even yet to even know that Microsoft Fabric is something they want to adopt. So but if by the time you're on the job and they're looking to adopt it, you already have the skill and you'll be able to lead the team in that direction, right? Now you have the financial analyst. The financial analyst is still a data analyst, but they've been able to niche down into working with financial data and helping organizations make smart financial decisions. And this is a role that even if you've never done anything in finance, accounting, or auditing before, you are able to get into it 100%. And what are the type of people that can get into it? These are the people that are very inquisitive. Sorry, they are money smart people. If you find yourself naturally the money smart kind of a person, then the financial analyst part is going to be very key, very fantastic in that career, in that part, because what you'll be doing is you'll now be using data. You analyze data to help an organization make a fantastic financial decision. And there is no organization that doesn't need a financial analyst, because let's say, for example, a manufacturing company is looking to purchase a heavy duty production machinery. Before they go ahead to churn out thousands of dollars to purchase this particular machinery, they will reach out to a financial analyst to know if that is a fantastic decision. And what will a financial analyst do? Run the numbers, analyze the data, build a financial model to be able to guide them through the worst case scenario, the base case scenario, and even the best case scenario. So after having this record, the organization will be able to know exactly if that is something they're looking to get into. And if you look at the things you're learning some basic skills as a data analyst, which is problem solving, Excel, Power BI, and SQL. This is the first thing you're learning. Then you dive into the accounting fundamentals, meaning by the time you're doing your fundamentals, that is an introduction. So for you that don't even have a background in finance, you can see that you easily be able to understand exactly what is going on in that space. Then you have financial analysis, financial modeling. Then you learn your evaluation and acquisition. You learn sensitivity and scenario analysis. Then you also learn how to leverage AI to work efficiently as a financial analyst. HR analyst also is still also a data analyst, but now niche down to working with people's data. If you see everything there, you have some basic skill in data analysis also before you dive into working exclusively with people's data, learning how to use different tools, different HR tools to work to analyze your performance evaluation, employees life cycle, employees attrition, and so many things. These are things you get to do 100% as the HR analyst. And for people looking to get into this role, if you're passionate about people, you care about people, you love people to always get what they want, then definitely the HR analyst is something you want to look into. And the last one we have is the cybersecurity analyst. As the word says, cyber security, cyber police, cyber guard, whatever thing that is going on in the internet space, you are the protector. And how do you become a protector? By learning the cybersecurity program. If you see the overview of what you're learning, you have an overview of cybersecurity, the roles and the technologies, everything that is going on. Meaning, if you are even new to this space, you have that much beginners-friendly introduction to what it is. Before you start to understand the foundations of cybersecurity, the information security principles, what is risk management, introduction to network securities, threat and vulnerabilities. What are all these things? Why is cybersecurity? Why is it important? Why is protecting digital assets? Why is it important? How do you go about doing it? So when it comes to learning how to go about doing it, this is when you get to dive into SOC analysis role, Security Operations Center. That is the SOC roles. Get to understand your roles, your responsibilities, then the kind of things you do, threat intelligence, threat response, threat detections, escalation response, all these things, you get to do them. And one major thing that this particular program is going to give to you is if you're somebody that is interested in joining the cybersecurity program, by the time you are done with the cybersecurity program, it will equip you with 3 different solid career paths. Meaning by the time you're done with the cybersecurity program, you have ability to pivot into 3 different paths. The first one is the SOC analyst role, the Security Operations Center role. The second one is the penetration testing role. These are the people that are generally regarded as hackers. Then the last one is the GRC role, the GRC specialist, governance, risk, and compliance. This governance, risk, and compliance, this part is the almost non-technical part of cybersecurity, because what you get to do in this part is compliant policy, compliant framework, uh, guidance, enforcing of compliance, and etc. These are the security awareness, training, and reporting. These are the things you get to do within GRC. All right. I know everybody on this call, there was a time that, let's say, for example, when we want to set up a Gmail account, many years ago, we could literally use our name as password. Just put a name there. We can put 3-word, 5-letter words. It doesn't really care. It will accept it. Right now, if you want to open an account, there's a minimum character, there is special character, there's case sensitivity, then that particular password. All these things are something that the GRC aspect of cybersecurity is enforcing for standardization of security across board. So if you get into this path, these are some of the things, not that particular thing, but some of them that you get to do in your career path in cybersecurity. Now, these are the roles that each and every one of you can get into without even having any prior knowledge or prior experience. And you see everything I've talked about. These are all your technical skills. Now, the thing that Etin has been able to go through that landed him a job, something that Ayotunde went through that was able to land him a job, is not just learning data science, it's not just learning business analysis. Absolutely not. We have what we call the employability. Now, you see, the employability is more like it's that thing that is going to weaponize your technical skill, because now that you have the technical experience, let's say everybody on this call now, you've taken the program, you now have the fantastic data analyst skills or data science skill, or even cybersecurity skill. How does this convert to getting you a job? Because I want to believe that we are all here because we want to get a job in the tech space. So how does everything you've learned, how does it get you a job? This is where your employability skill plays a fantastic role, because number one thing in that path is immediately you register and you start your program. About 2-3 weeks into the program, you have your CV submitted, and we have in-house professional that will revamp your CV for you and give it back to you. Now, giving it back to you, you are going to have an industry standard CV of what, so if you're looking to get into cybersecurity, what cybersecurity CV should look like, you will have it. If you're getting into Agile Project Management Program, what a standard CV of somebody in Agile Project Manager, what it should look like, you will have it. And what they would do is they will bring out skill of relevance, thing you've done in the past. They will bring it that is relating to what you're doing right now. If you heard when Ethan was saying that there's a lot of things he has been doing on his job that he didn't even know that is something that a business analyst would do. Now, these professionals, they are top professionals in this path, and they'll be able to see other things and bring them out and add it to your CV. Meaning you're not just coming like somebody that doesn't have experience. You do have. Then before you get into that, you now learn how to optimize your CV and tailor it to jobs that you'll be applying to. This is majorly to beat what we call the applicant tracking system. Then you have the LinkedIn optimization, because there's a limit to jobs you can apply to using just your CV. So you optimize your LinkedIn to furthermore open up more opportunities for you to have people dive into your DM and offer you opportunities. Again, you also learn where and how to search for jobs. If you're particular about getting a job that comes with sponsorship, there's a particular way you search for these jobs. If you are very particular about getting something that will offer you remote opportunity only, there's also some things you need to understand for you to be able to find the companies that offer you jobs. Those companies don't even want you to come to office. They want you to work from remote settings. So learning how to search for all these things, you will learn them in your navigating the job market. And definitely when you apply to jobs, the least you expect from you is to get called for an interview, right? Before you attend this interview, you have an opportunity to book a one-on-one interview preparation with a professional that will literally look at your CV used for the job application, look at the job description, look at the company itself, then prep you for that interview you're looking to get into. Then definitely the other part is when you get the job, you get the opportunity to get reference from 10Alytics. You also get what we call the on-the-job support, as it says, on-the-job support. Then we have access to a weekly mentorship sessions that I think you've heard both of them talk about mainly and heavily today. Then definitely for people looking to upskill, to offer their services on a more freelance approach, you have the Upwork optimization session that will teach you how to do this 100%. Now, I think I mentioned this earlier also. The duration of your program is 8 months. You spend 6 months in class learning whatever career path you must have chosen. Then in 2 months, this is get to work with real-world experience, real-world projects, build your experience with an intern during your internship, working with a consulting firm that will partner with. All right. And across your screen is the time for your classes. For those in Europe, UK, Africa, you have your live classes on Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you're currently in UK, that's going to be 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for you in UK. And if you're in the Canadian time zone, Canada and US, That is going to be 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. MST. That 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. MST is 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. West African time. And also, if let's say you're in Eastern Standard Time, that's going to be 12 noon to 3 p.m. on Saturday. Then you're not just having your live class, you also have a self-paced, because your classes, they're blended approach type of learning. So you have your self-paced, which are watch me do it video. This does not come at a fixed time. Rather, you watch at your own pace, right? So these are the things you get to watch, or these are the way your program is structured for 8 months that will transform you from wherever you are right now into being a superstar, right? Now, if you're asking the question, how exactly do you get started? Etim has started, he has gotten a job. Ayotene has started, he did another program, he's on another program, and he's been able to send himself landing a job. How did he go to all these things? What did he do? Now, I also saw I think I saw Bemi said she took advantage of the Santa season that we have going on, because like Sophie said, we have right now, we're doing Santa season, right? The next cohort that is starting 6th of December. So for you to take advantage of this particular Santa period that we are in, you have the opportunity to get a whopping 50% discount. The original price of the program is $1,000, right? You see that particular, that's the original price. But right now, you have the opportunity to get a whopping 50% discount, meaning you're not paying 1,000, you're paying just $500. And it gets better. You see that $500, you won't have the opportunity to now break it down and pay in installments. You can pay bit by bit, even as much as up to 4 times. If you're paying 4 times, that's going to be having you pay $125 every month for 4 months. My colleague have dropped the link in the chat box. So if you click on that particular link, it will take you to the website. Now I'm going to walk you through how to make payments so that you yourself, you'll be able to secure a spot and get that discount. So if you click on that particular link, it will bring you to this 10Alytics website. To bring you to this website, what you want to do is you want to scroll down, right? As you can see, any of the program, the original price is 1,000, but that 1,000 is out right now. It's Santa season. We're dishing out a lot of Santa, a lot of opportunities. So when you want to click it, I'll just take business analysis. I click on the buy now. Then you want to click on the enroll now button, right? Once you click on the enroll now, it will prompt you to sign up and register. Want to register with your email, your name, and once you register, a code will be sent to your email. Make sure you have a valid email because the code will be sent to it, and you need to verify the email before you can make payment. All right. So once you verify your email and you are here, you'll have the opportunity to start 6th of December. But it gets better. For some people, they already have their 30th December planned out. Nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, is going to shake it. We consider that, right? And you still have the opportunity to get your 50% discount and take the January cohort. I think Bemi, when she said she took advantage of the 50% discount and she's starting in January, meaning Bemi's December should not be disturbed, right? So you want to select the 10th of January class, you are still able to get that 50% discount, but you're starting it with the class starting by January, right? And if you look at the payment plan, you have the one-time payment. If you're paying one time, instead of you to even pay 500, you're still getting additional Santa bonus of paying 475. If you're paying one time or if you're paying twice. But if that will not be so comfortable for you, we consider that also. You're still getting your 50% discount and you're paying that 500 3 times. That will have you pay 166, or 4 times that will have you pay 125. And you can pay this in any currency of wherever you're joining from. If you're joining from Canada, you can pay directly in Canadian dollars. If you're joining in anywhere in Europe, you can pay 100% in euros. If you are joining from UK, 100% you can pay in pounds. And if you're joining in Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, wherever you're joining from, you can pay 100% in the currency of wherever you're joining from. So let me use pounds, all right? And I want to make the 4 instrumental plan. So I'll just select the 4 instrumental plan. That will have me pay £102 every month for 4 months. Then I also click on apply discount. Once I click on the apply discount, the discount will be applied. Then I'll also see my payment structure. So once I secure my spot today, 18th of December, I have the opportunity to pay my next instrumental 18th of December, 17th of January, and 16th of February. All right. And this particular process, it gets even better. So if right now you're on the call, you're looking to secure a spot, but come next month, you don't want that 125 US dollars or £102 to be deducted yet because probably salary is yet to come in. You want it to come in at the end of the month, maybe 31st or 30th. You still also get the opportunity. So if you see over here that says your next payment date, you have the opportunity to edit it and select 30th or 31st. Let me select 31st. If you click on save, you will see that you are making your initial payment to secure a discounted slot today, which is 18th of November. But your next payment, instead of coming on 18th of December, is coming 31st of December. Same thing is applicable to January and same thing is applicable to March. Meaning the most important thing right now is for you to secure your discounted slot. And the reason is quite simple. The discount is only available to the first 20 people to register for any of the program. So if you have first 20 people to register for the data analytics program, the discount for data analysis is over. And right now, I can guarantee you that this discount has been on for some time, meaning the number is not 20 anymore. We'll definitely have around less than 10. Some will be less than 10, some will be less than 5. So if you're looking to be in that spot whereby you are looking to transition, be in that congratulatory mode whereby you have Etim and Ayotunde telling you they've been able to do this and gotten a job. If that is what you're looking at, secure your spot right now so you don't miss out on the discount. Or you don't say, oh, let me do this next week. Then you come back next week, you are seeing magic. Because when the price changed from 500 to 1,000, that is going to be magic if you ask me, right? So what you want to do is when you get to this page, you want to click on, I confirm that your information you must have registered with is correct. Then you want to read the terms and conditions, and also confirm that you've read the terms and conditions. Then you make payments directly on the website. This is how you secure a spot to make sure you don't miss out on that discount. All right. So you want to try as much as possible to do that without missing out. And remember, like I said, the 50% discount is only available to the first 20 people to register. So if you have an opportunity looking to get into it, do it right now. So you don't come back and you see that something has happened. The price had left 500, you're now seeing 1,000 because immediately the discounted slot is occupied, the price will revert back to the original price. So you want to try as much as possible to register so you don't miss out on that discount. And definitely, yes, by the time you're done with your training, by the time you're done with your training, you will be getting a certificate, and your certificate is accredited by the American Council of Training and Development, right? Now, trust me, you've seen Etem, you've seen Ayotunde. We have thousands of others, thousands that have been able to go through the same process and they've been able to see themselves landing a job. So you want to also try follow this process, get into it. Tech is now, tech is yesterday, tech is the future. Whatever you are doing, there's no way tech is not involved. So get into the bus, join the future, and set yourself in a path whereby you know the future is guaranteed. All right. So you want to try as much as possible to do that. And if I have anybody that have a question, you can use you can indicate using the raise hand icon. and I'll be able to answer whatever question you have. Okay, so I can see Ibukun is a business analyst, Oppo A15 is a data analyst, and Jiaomin is data science. Fantastic. All right. So if I have anybody that have a quick question, you can quickly ask before we wrap it up for the night. If I have anybody that have a quick question, you can just indicate, you can use the raise hand icon and show that you need to speak so that I'll be able to call you and you can get to speak. But remember, try as much as possible to secure spots so you don't miss out on the discounts. Okay? Do I have anybody that have questions? You can as well drop it in the chat box. I will read it and I'll be able to answer your question for you. Okay. Does anybody have any quick question before we wrap it up for the night? Why is everywhere very quiet? Everywhere is extremely quiet. It feels like I'm talking to myself. Is that true? Is that true? Vivian, you have a question. Okay, you're trying to make payments. Oh, okay. All right. So let me just hold up a bit. And once you're done making your payments, you can ask your question. I'll be here to answer the questions. Okay. So that's quite important. Make your payment, secure your spot so that you don't see magic happen. Then once you're done, you can indicate and I'll be here to take your questions. Okay. All right. So if you don't have a question, we've come to the end of the session. You're free to leave. Vivian, I've asked you to unmute your mic, so you can go ahead and unmute your mic and ask your question.
Okay. I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
As the lecture was going on, I had the plan to do data analysis, but from the quiz, it gave me financial analyst.
Okay.
So, which of these should I go for? Or I should just go for what I have interest on? Because my background is from health. So, and I feel both, yeah, I'm a pharmacist.
Pharmacist?
Yeah.
Okay, so for you, go with data analysis.
Okay.
Go with data analysis because it will make you, even by going through data analysis, you can still leverage your years of experience in pharmacy.
Yeah.
To have a job in any organization, right?
Yeah.
So go with the data analysis, okay?
Okay. Good.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, all right, Bisola. I think Bisola is done. Let me look for you and ask you to unmute. All right, Bisola, I've asked you to unmute. You can go ahead and unmute your mic.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, my name is Bisola. I've made my payment and my starting date is January 6th.
January 10th.
Is it 10th or 6th?
10th.
Okay, January. So after the payment is done, I'm not going to do any other thing, right? Or what should I do?
So once the payment is done, you'll be redirected to your learning management system where you get access to your programs, get access to some resources that will guide you on how to install whatever thing you need to install on your laptop pending January. But right now, you have absolutely nothing to do other than get yourself ready to start by January. Okay?
Okay, that's my number one question. And number two question, the class says Saturdays. Please, how many Saturdays in a month will the class hold?
All right. So, all right, go ahead. Let me note the questions.
How many Saturdays in a month? Because my job here, I work 2 weekends.
Okay.
2 weekends on 2 weekends off. Okay.
So alternate weekends. So I don't know if I'll be able to fit in for the program.
Okay.
Yeah, please
All right.
answer that.
All right. So the way your programs are structured, you have your live instructor-led class every other Saturday.
Okay.
Meaning in a month, that's going to be 2 Saturdays. Then the other 2 Saturdays, these are going to be your drop-in session. Another word for drop-in session is a troubleshooting class, meaning whatever you've done, either in your live class or whatever project you must have worked on, done your self-paced. If you're having challenges with it or whatever thing you have challenges with, you bring these things into another live drop-in session where you have your instructor see what you've done and be able to guide you through whatever sort of challenge or mistake you must have made, right? In your drop-in session, you have ability to share your screen. But one thing is very important. Even in a situation whereby if you miss a class, all your live sessions, either your live class, either your drop-in session, either your mentorship, any session that is live, everything is recorded and is added to your Google Classroom. So by the time you're free, you have ability to go to your Google Classroom, watch it, and if you have questions, whoever that must have taught you in the class, you have a direct access to them that you can call them and you can get to ask them whatever question that you need to ask, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right, so I think I have Willie Bature. Hi, Willie. I've asked you to unmute your mic.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay. You can hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine is not necessarily a question, but I just had a concern because I've not gotten an update on my audition. I actually enrolled on Saturday, and since then that was after one of the sessions. And since then, I've not been able to. I didn't make a complaint. I've not been able to sign in with my email to access my dashboard. So we tried resolving it yesterday. I think your colleague Edna and Raphael, they tried, we went on the call, we tried to see if we can resolve it, but they couldn't do anything about it. And they said they will get back to me by the end of today. I've not received any feedback yet. So that's why I'm asking to know.
Okay, all right. So you spoke with, okay, I think I heard about this. I heard about this earlier today. Oh, so I can validate that they are currently working on the tech team are working on it and it will be resolved.
Okay. So will I get a mail from them when it's resolved?
Yeah, you get a mail, then Raphael will reach out to you and it will literally be in your DM or literally call you to let you know that the issue has been resolved.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's fine. Thank you very much.
Right. You're welcome. All right. Do you have anybody that have a quick question before we end it for the night? Okay. All right. Do you have a quick question? Anybody with a quick question before we end it for the night? All right. So in the absence of any further questions, thank you all for being here. Remember, try as much as possible to secure a spot. I think the last 2 people I spoke with just now, they've taken advantage of the Santa season. So don't miss out on that. If you are looking to transition, I don't think there's going to be a better time because this is a whopping 50% discount off. There's not going to be a better time. If you're looking at starting next month, you can take advantage of that right now and start paying in installments. You can pay as low as 125 and you pay that for 4 months. All right. So take advantage of the discounts. Don't miss out on this. Don't wait till there's an increment in the price before you say you want to take that decision. Take it now and find yourself resolving whatever the future has in store for each and every one of us because it's there. You're only moving towards it gradually, right? So at the absence of any further questions, I see your name as Zoom user. You say you have a question. All right. So let me take your question quickly before we end it for the night. Okay, I think I have only one Zoom user here. All right. Zoom user. Apologies, I don't know your name. Are you able to speak now?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Are you able to confirm your name?
Oh, my name is Julie.
Julie, okay.
Yes, please. Thank you. My question is this: I have a master's in public sector accounting. I have an HND in accounting generally, and then a master's in public sector accounting. Now my question is this: do you think, which do I go for? Is it financial analytics or business analytics? Which, in your opinion, should I go for? Thank you.
All right. Do you have any work experience?
Yes, I used to work as an accountant when I was back home in Nigeria.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
Up to about 3 years ago.
And for working as an accountant was for how many years?
About 20 years.
About 20 years. Okay. So I prefer you get into financial analytics program because you are golden with that years of experience and your educational background. It is going to be something you'll be able to leverage on when you're applying to jobs. Okay. So,
Yes, somebody had advised that, but the reason why I'm asking you is because I feel that the business analytics, I'm not very sure, that is more general, more open. There'll be greater job opportunities in that area because it's not specific, my thinking. And so that's why I'm confused, that the financial analyst would be more
isolating.
specific and limited when it comes to job offers. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so if you want to put it side by side, it's going to be unfair for financial analysis. And the reason is quite simple, because of their responsibility and their task is totally different, right? Same thing is applicable to data engineering. If you put business analysis and data engineering side by side, it's going to be unfair to data engineering. But trust me, a lot of organizations cannot survive without data engineers. A lot of organizations cannot survive without financial analysis. Same thing is applicable to business analysts. Now, when it comes to leverage, right now, you have a better leverage in financial analysis. It might be boiled down to, oh, so I want to open myself to a lot more opportunities. That is not necessarily going to look at what I've been doing for years. At that point, this is going to be business analysis for you. All right. Now, but if you're looking to say, oh, so I want to leverage my years of experience, I want to continue in this path because this is what I've been doing for years and I love it, I enjoy it, I want to continue in that path, then that's going to be the financial analysis. But if you feel, oh, I don't necessarily want to really continue what I've been doing, working with financial data for years, I don't want to necessarily continue this, I want to get into a much more role that is a little bit going to be alien to me, but I have a lot of growing to do. It's going to be enjoyable, and I'm going to see myself growing in that path. The business analysis path will forge it out. And remember one thing that I said earlier, when you start the program, when you join, you have access to your CVs to be revamped, meaning whatever thing you've done for the past 20 years that is literally leaning towards the path of optimizing things, getting things done better. Let's say you created an Excel payment structure or payment plan that automates some processes. That is an automation that you did as a financial analyst. When the professional will translate that, it will translate it in terms of business analysis. So that will make it easier for you to get a job as a business analyst, leveraging some years of or some things you've done as a financial analyst, but then it's a financial analyst role, just like Etim said, that in his role, he did a lot of things. And trust me, we are all scapegoats today. There are a lot of things we do on our day-to-day job that we don't even know is a particular path in the tech space. So I would say the final answer still stays with you. If you're looking to leverage things you've done in the past and still want to continue in the space of finance, then definitely get into financial analysis. the opportunities will be there because you have an experience, right? Or if you're looking for an opportunity that is not going to be totally new to you, but still new to you, but then you have a lot of growing to do, and it gives you a lot more opportunity to to grow, then you want to get into the business analysis path. Julie, I don't know if that's been helpful.
Yes, very, very helpful. Thank you so much for that insight. Just one more thing. I would want you to consider the fact that location has changed. Do you understand? The environment has changed. It's no longer Nigeria where I used to practice as an accountant. It's a different location right now, and things are done differently. And so there's still a lot of learning to do, a lot of financial whatever to learn and all that. Those are the considerations and what the things that are troubling the decision-making path.
That's where we come into play. So your financial analytics program, you're 100% working on projects. It's not real world because we've removed some sensitive information that you'll not be able to tie those data sets, those challenges, those projects to a particular organization. No, you will not be able to do that because of data privacy. But the challenge remains the same thing, meaning you're still working with relevant problems. You get to do this for 6 months. Then you see your internship. What you get to do, you are working with real-world data, real-world problem. And if you're working as a financial analyst or a business analyst, you are solving real-world problem in that current career path. And you also have the opportunity to add those things to your CV and to your LinkedIn, to your portfolio. And if you're looking to get a job, if you're in UK or if you're in Canada, the consulting firm you'll be doing your internship with, they are registered in both companies. Meaning if you're looking for Canadian experience, you'll be able to get that from your internship. If you're looking for UK experience, you'll also be able to get that from your internship. 10Alytics as a company also is registered in UK, also registered in Canada. So you have opportunities that you can lean on. So what I would just advise is register, secure your spot. If you have further questions, we have something we call clarity session, whereby you get to speak with the career consultants. I join these sessions every now and then. You'll be able to speak with me or some of my other colleagues, and we'll be able to dice everything, like open it all up and see everything that you might be able to achieve. We even go as far as showing you some job boards and some jobs you'll be able to apply to. So you'll be able to decide on, oh, I want this or I want that. You'll be able to make that decision in the critical role. I will advise you secure a spot. And if you still need some guidance, if you still need somebody to speak with, then book a clarity session whereby you get to speak with you. All right. Oh, suddenly I see 2 hands up. All right. So I'm going to take this very briefly. And Blessing, you want to go ahead? Briefly, please.
Hi. Good
Hi, Blessing.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I think maybe I should just, because I already booked the clarity session.
Oh, you booked the clarity session?
Yes, I did after making payment because I'm still very unable to decide what I want to do. But of course, like you already know, the essence of wanting to transition into tech and all of that, everybody is kind of looking to earn more, right? Which is the end goal. And I just registered with data analytics, right?
Okay.
Just so that, okay, I know, okay, I've registered. But then, I don't know, I actually want to, like be like a tech consultant, right? You see all those tech consultants roles and all of that. I tried to do some, like questions with ChatGPT to actually see where I fall, what I can leverage on, and all of that. And then I got some, like some responses though, but I wanted to kind of go for business analysis, right? But I actually need, like you said, a career coach to look into these things and see what really works for me, like where I can fit in properly and actually make good use of it. I also know that being a business analyst, somehow you need to get like a certification. There's one CBAP, whatever certification you need to get. Maybe not really required to start working, but over time, if you want to build on that career path, you need to get a certifications and all that. So my question still boils down to what to go for, right? I took the quick personality test kind of thing, and it gave me business analysis. But I already registered for data analyst, like data analysis, and I honestly do not know where to, like what to go for.
All right. All
So
right.
yeah,
So I think, when is your clarity session? Can you remember the date and time you selected?
Saturday,
This coming Saturday, yeah?
yes, 22nd, I think. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to have this in my diary, and I'll make sure I join that session so I can speak to you, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Thanks.
You're totally welcome. Right. So I think I will have Blessing. Then after Blessing, we call it a night. Okay. I just spoke with Blessing. Sorry. I will have Ifeanyiwa. Hi, Ifeanyiwa. Ifeanyiwa, I've asked you to unmute your mic.
Is it okay now?
Yes, you can speak now.
Okay, thank you very much. Like everyone else, I live in the Netherlands, and the problem I have here is the language.
Okay.
But I have a kind of experience in project management, but I've not been able to find a job in that regard, and I've not had enough experience from this country in the same project management. So I was hoping that joining 10Alytics will help me to build that experience to continue to be able to get a job. Already, I have a Scrum certification. I have a Scrum certification 1, Scrum Master 1. But I am thinking that if I continue in this project management, it needs communication. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, it needs communication. Maybe by the time I'm through with this training, will it still be easy for me to find something? Will the language not still be a problem because of communication? Because, to lead a team, you have to talk with them.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I've already registered, I've secured a spot. I registered for data analytics because I believe that with data analytics, you don't need to speak to much people. It's you and data, and you only come and present the report. And I'm good with research. I have masters in international development from here. So, but the challenge I have is with this data analytics, maybe it's going to be a little bit challenging for me. That's what I'm thinking, because I tried coding. I tried IT, I tried to code. I was able to complete the course, but at the same time, I didn't progress so much in it because it was actually difficult. It was challenging for me. And I'm wondering, this data analytics now, maybe, is it going to be challenging for me again? Will I be able to start and finish and complete? So
Okay.
on one hand, I have experience in project management, but I'm wondering if it would be okay for me because of the language, unless I have to work remote. And on the other hand, I registered for data analytics because I think I will not have a lot of problem with data, with a language, but at the same time, technically, will it be easy for me?
Okay. All right. So thanks for sharing this with me, Ifeanyiwa. So I think the better path, or the better platform, since you paid already, the better platform for us to actually open this all up is going to be in the clarity session. Okay.
Okay.
So in the clarity session, we'll look at every bit of, when are you looking to start? December or January?
December.
Ah, fantastic. So you can Do you know how to book a clarity session?
Is it?
Okay,
Is it?
do you have anybody you're speaking to currently from 10Alytics?
Yes, Elizabeth from Elizabeth.
All right, fantastic. So I'm going to ask Elizabeth to follow up with you, right? She's a professional, so she's a senior project manager, right? So I'm going to ask her to follow up with you and also guide you on how to share a link with you to book a clarity session. So when we get into the clarity session, we'll know exactly how to get into it, how to look at things you've done, the coding part specs, if the data analyst is going to be stressful for you, if the APM is going to be okay for you, whatever it is, we'll solve that in the clarity session. Okay, then when it comes to job also, look at some of the jobs you can apply to in that regards, okay? So no worries, all right? So I'll ask a little bit to follow up with you and we'll get this sorted, all right?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Welcome. All right. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being part of the session. It's been, for me, 1 hour, 10 minutes, but for every one of you, it's been over 2 hours. You've been on this session getting all the information shared. If you're on this call and you're ready to register, try as much as possible to take advantage of this 50% discount. It doesn't come all the time. Trust me, it doesn't. And the opportunity, the chance of you meeting this price again next time is literally almost zero. That, I mean, even the full price is almost zero. So secure a spot right now. And if you have challenges, if you know which career path is the best option for you, we are always here to guide you and put you in that right path that will be able to give you an opportunity and add value to whatever you're looking to do when it comes to your career path. At the absence of any further questions, thank you for being here, for spending your over 2 hours with us. I do appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the day. Cheers and bye for now. Bye, everyone.